Hello, how is everyone? How are you all? See, there's lots of people here early. I'd love to see it. It's oh, it's getting dark now, so early. I hate the winter in the UK when it gets dark so early. But I hope everyone is doing good. Are we all ready to hear who the mystery guest is? My Patreon, I can never say this word right. My Patreon people already know who it is. So I'll probably talk about it in like 20 minutes since people are still like coming in and stuff like that. And hello to anyone who's watching on the replay. So I see I can tell you first, it is not Jennifer Beals. That's your first person that you can scratch out. So well, and also that day, so this is like it's starting to get really, really crazy because the day that the finale is on, the Pants live show is at 2 a.m. UK time. The episode comes out at 5 a.m. UK time. Then I spend like 6 hours making all my videos. Then I'm gonna have to go to sleep because like sometime in the middle of the day here, because then at like 7 p.m. I'm talking to Leisha and Kate, and then I'm talking to the mystery guest at 10 p.m. So that the day of the finale, I am probably gonna have a heart attack because my blood pressure is gonna be like through the roof because there's so much going on. So yeah, and there's also some chatter of some people coming on Drinks at Dana's. So this might not, well, probably is not the last mystery guest reveal. So there's lots more coming up, especially because, it's going on break and I'm expecting a season 3 announcement any day now. Well, not any day now, in probably like a week or two. So I am really excited about the timing of talking to Leisha, Kate, and the mystery guest because I am literally speaking to them the day the finale is released. So I'm really going to get the hot off the presses info for you guys that day. So, how is everyone doing? Are we all doing good? Are we all ready for episode 9? Because it seems everybody's having some, I don't know, some some stress, some panic attacks. And will we do our usual, have a little check through IMDb because I honestly do not know what is going on at IMDb. I think either they've gone on like vacation for some reason, like the person who's in charge of the L word over IMDb. I don't know what they're doing. Every week they're changing like, the cast or this or that. Savage Joe calling 911. Savage always needs to call 911. Over here, you have to call 999, though, Savage. Oh, you guys can't see yet. That would be helpful. Oops. The other thing, I pointed this, somebody, sometimes trying to remember all the, when I did that video, I think it was 2, or maybe it was at a live that I mentioned it. It all like blurs into like one really long video. But no, it was a live because we were going through IMDb. Remember, there's that in episode 10, it's like the stunt coordinator for and Jacqueline Tobani. Someone in my comments last night was saying that they looked into the stunt coordinator, or maybe it's the stunt double, and they're like known for like action stuff. So the one thing I said this last time, when I brought the stunt double thing up about Jacqueline Tobani's stunt double, is that for shows like this, like they literally will have a stunt double if like someone's driving or like riding a bike, like they get a stunt double for everything. But this, they have like a stunt coordinator and stuff. So that's why I was like, it definitely seems as though something's going on with Finley in the finale. So on episode 9 here. So remember last week when we were in here, there literally was like Jordan, Jamie, Vanessa. I don't even think Laurel and Rosie were on it, but Rosie's not in episode 9 anymore. And then this must be the new actor playing Marcus Allenwood, because I told you guys I think it was last week or the week before, that the guy who played Marcus Allenwood in the original was a house painter. He wasn't an actor. So I bet they couldn't even like find the guy again. I knew him from something. He's been in Grey's. Well, I think like everybody's been in Grey's Anatomy by now. Oh, How to Get Away with Murder. That's a good show. That is a good show. I love Viola Davis. So I've got another doctor here too. Oh, Sophie's. Oh, that was the other thing. I don't know. I only put it up today, so let me see. Maybe some of you guys haven't had a chance to see it, about what the episode description is. So let's read that and then we can go through. So tensions rise between Bette and honestly, tensions rise between Bette and Tina could just be like the synopsis of the L word, like completely. So tensions rise between Bette, Tina, and Angie on the day. Angie's set to meet her donor. Shane struggles with a secret. Are we guessing that's like what Carrie said in episode 7? Alice questions how open she should be about her personal life. Meanwhile, Sophie is forced to confront harsh realities about Finley. Danny's personal and professional life are thrown into further turmoil by what's happening at Nunez Incorporated, and Micah navigates his changing relationship with Maribel during a visit with her family. So that's obviously Sophie's family too. Oh yeah, I would definitely still watch just an episode of following Gigi around. Precious baby Gigi. That honestly, everybody needs to stop being so mean to Gigi and stop using her. Okay, so let's go back to IMDb. This Malik guy from the CIC is in again, which makes sense because we do see Pippa and Bette like protesting at the start. Will we check out? Do I have it?
Are you seeing anyone now?
What?
Come on, who's the lucky lady?
Right, lady.
This is a disaster. How could you have let this happen? I'm handling it. Make it go away. She's got a lot of stuff that she needs to work out. I want to make sure she's okay. I want to know why you can't be happy for me and Carrie. Are you still in love with me?
Ooh. I can just see. Okay, that's what obviously our first question is going to be for our poll. What we think is going to happen with what Bette says, but we all know that she's a dum dum. So yeah, it's just I keep thinking like. I mean, Bette, like all through this season and all through last season, she said that, like, obviously she is still in love with her, but we know what she's like. So I just feel like she's just gonna be. I'm gonna do the poll. Oops. So it definitely seems now that the Rosie is not in episode 9, and we do seem to have those two scenes at the hot because like the scene like that where Tina has that like goldy top on, the like chairs that they're sitting in are the same chairs that are in the other scene where Bette has like that floral print skirt on. So it must be like the hospital as well, but just like obviously they're in a different space of it, part of it. Okay, so I can only have 4 options, as you guys always know. So the poll is up for what will Bette say. There's yes, I am, no, yes, but I've moved on, or they'll be interrupted. So let me know. Yeah, and Carrie is definitely in 10 because we've seen the pictures. These are the pictures from episode 10. Oh, that's from last week. I put more up of these. Oh, it's on here, so that's why. Oh, I never used Instagram. I only ever use Instagram like on the computer when I'm on my live. So that like I've been assuming this is like an intervention for Finley because they're all at the apartment, and like why else would like Alice, Shane, and Tess be at their apartment? You know, Finley looks pretty rough here. And also there was I was thinking like maybe Alice is like, because Alice is on her press tour in episode 9. So I was thinking that maybe Alice is like taking Finley to, you know, the way like when you, well, like maybe a lot of people don't know this, like when you go to rehab, like especially in America, they generally tell you to go somewhere like completely like outside of the state you live in. Like if you live in, I don't know, like North Carolina, like go to Florida or something. And maybe Alice is taking her because I don't know, or unless Alice's book tour is like still ongoing in episode 10. And I read a interview with Jacqueline Tobani today, and she was saying that like things get really dark for Finley. So the fact that she's even saying that, like, it must get pretty bad that they're being so open about it already. And then I'll show you guys. As we said in episode 10, they've got this stunt double and stuff. God, there's so many people in episode 10. Damn. They added a ton of people yesterday. Yeah, where is it? Here we go. 2 stunt coordinators. It seems like something. I did notice this too. I was curious about this, but I looked through them and stuff, but it's only this episode they appear in. So I was like, because was it last week I was talking about like the stand-ins? That's normally for like lighting and stuff though. Like where literally they have like someone who their job is being a stand-in, so they literally just stand while they're like setting up lights and stuff. So because the actors will go like either hang out in their trailer or like go get their makeup touched up or something. I'm just trying to keep up with what you guys are saying because the chat's going so fast. There's lots of people in here. Yeah, oh, okay. I see people like talking about that. So the thing that I've been saying this since before the season even started, because this was when I like before the season started, I got the first 5 episodes like boom before episode 1 had even aired. So I'd seen like all of them obviously. And I nearly put it in my episode 1 video because I forgot that it happened in episode 2 when Bette says to Shane, that was the most selfish thing I'd ever seen. And I actually I filmed it and then I had to clip it out and put it in the next week's video. And I don't think that like Bette's gonna come in a backwards hat and like bust down the wedding or anything like that. I think it would be like, you know, if I think the further the season goes on, I'm like, "Oh, it's not gonna happen," but I could see it being more like Bette goes to Tina or Bette, like again, we still haven't got that Shane line about if there's a time to win her back, so I don't think it's gonna be some like Bette busts in when there's like the wedding ceremony going on, but and then that is the thing I was saying there, like in this week's little summary, there's it seems as though they're talking about, I mean, what other secret does Shane have? Like, I wouldn't call the poker thing a secret. Jen, thank you so much for the super sticker. That's so kind of you. Thank you. So what else could it be? Like Shane's got nothing else that you would classify as a secret. So it has to be the thing with Carrie. And like we know I just feel like Shane's been friends with Tina for what? Like at least as far as we know, like nearly 20 years or something, like 15 years. So of course she's going to tell Tina, like she doesn't have any allegiance to Carrie. It's not like if it was between Bette and Tina, like, obviously, I still kinda think I wouldn't have said this when the original show was on, but I think now Shane would probably, like, if there was something like that where it's, "Oh, will I tell Bette or will I tell Tina?" I feel like Shane would tell Bette now, but oh, thanks, guys. I see all your nice little comments there. You're so sweet. Thanks. You're making me blush. I've already got lots of blusher on. And I put it's a bit cold, getting cold in the Isle of Man now. So I had to put the radiators on today. So yeah, so I just don't know what else they could be talking about with Shane. And I know this is correct. I'm just like I'm just putting it all out there, out there right now because we're getting close to the end of the season, and I'm gonna be so upset whenever it ends. Like, but so lately in my videos, I've been like clipping like little scenes from the original L Word and like putting them in the video. So I have this awful thing where when I'm doing it, like I sit here and I like I'm on my big computer and I have like my laptop here and I normally am clipping it on my laptop and I'm like editing the video. And then whichever episode from the old L Word that I'm clipping, I just end up sitting here watching the whole episode. And then I get so sucked in and like because I've been picking like big Bette and Tina moments for the videos, like I'm watching those episodes and I'm like, oh, they have to get them back together. They have to. And then I go into this thing where I'll like watch some old episodes and I'm like, oh yeah, of course they will. And then I don't know, it's like a fog lifts and I'm like, but there's no way they're gonna get them. I don't know. I keep going back and forth about like obviously I just think that there's no way that they're gonna do it so early though. That's the only other thing. Amy, thank you so much for the super sticker. You are a sweetie. Thank you so much. I hope you're feeling good too. So yeah, that that's the only thing. Like it is only season 2, and as I keep saying again and again, that season 3, like there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that there's going to be a season 3, and I just think that they will be planning things out for like at least 5 seasons. Oh, that's a good point about Tess. I never thought about that before. The other I don't really you guys know that I don't really like share pictures of like the young actors unless it's something like, oh, it's Bette, Tina, and Angie. I just don't. And there is pictures from the last episode where it's Kayla, Angie, and Jordy, and they're like sitting like on swings, and they have like a piece of paper that looks like it's come out of an envelope, like you can see like the creases on it. And it just to me, I was thinking like what else would they be looking at if this folded piece of paper? So I was thinking like it's probably the results of like doing um the blood and the antibody tests and things like that to see if Angie's a match, and they all look like they're smiling in it. So I'm thinking that it has to be good news and like Angie is a match. Tammy, thank you so much. Oh, and, for anyone who didn't see, they legalized 'cause before in Switzerland, it was they didn't have, like, gay marriage, like, exactly like traditional, whatever weird way they were phrasing it, marriage. So now the other day they passed that like gay marriage would be the same. So that was a cool thing to see too. Finally. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't be more sure that there's gonna be a season 3. No, Rosanna, I haven't missed it yet. I was waiting till 1/2 past so that, everybody had a chance to get here. So, yeah, so I think that Angie must be a match, and then we know that they're in the hospital in episode 9, but maybe that's some sort of cliffhanger for the final season, like, she's got the paperwork or whatever saying that she's a match and, like, that she's gonna do it and things, because maybe she could do it in, like, the time jump or whatever sort of jump there's gonna be between season 2 and season 3, because they've been pretty on it with the time this season, which has been really nice. Like, they've been doing those little check-ins on the phone being like, "Oh, it's like last week it was May." Oh, yeah, I didn't see I have to go into YouTube to see the poll results, so I'm gonna close the poll now, so vote now or forever hold your peace. Oh my gosh, half the people think they're gonna be interrupted? Jeez. I did think at first that Bet will lie, and then I was like, "Oh no, probably because like they are being pretty." I mean, like we've had a wedding interrupted. That could be a book ending. I keep saying book ending for everything. So, okay, what's our next poll gonna be? What will we do for our next poll? I'll take suggestions. Since I'm I also think it's weird that they did in the bloody thingy in the synopsis, they didn't even mention that episode 9 is the prom episode. So there's so much going on with everyone else. They're like, oh well, yeah. Because I wonder how much they're gonna focus on. Like, I mean, we obviously saw the picture of like Alice and Shane and Tess at the um at the house like taking pictures, and then we've seen like Angie and Geordie like physically at the school. And there's also, if you go back and like my stories on Instagram, you can see there was when they took picture when they were at the school shooting the prom episodes, it was like they had all these like bubble machines and things, and they weren't there for too long though. I think they were only there for like 2 days. So I don't think we're going to have tons of like footage and stuff at the prom. Savage, thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. Don't call 911. Yeah, I hope the Helena does turn up too. I do think that the Peggy the Peggy reference last episode was a check-in. So hopefully hopefully we'll get Peggy next season if we get Helena this season and we get I'm hoping that because obviously this season, it was such a nightmare for them with, like, filming, and it was pushed so many times. I hope that next season we can get, like, more, like, fun guest stars, like, not even necessarily, like, like, Tasha and stuff would be cool to have back, but even some, like, more like, smaller characters that would just be, like, funny like, a funny thing, like, Gabby DeVoe or someone like that, because Guinevere Turner plays Gabby DeVoe, and she was, like, a writer on the original, so, like, stuff like that would be fun. The same way that Rose Trochet came back this season, like, if Angela Robinson or someone like that came back, it'd be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna announce who the mystery guest is. It's kinda weird to to do this, like, because obviously I'm, like, alone in a room, but, I am so excited about this, like, honestly, if I could pick anyone, like, this is who I would pick, especially because I'm getting to speak to them the day of the finale, so I'm gonna be the first person to talk to them after the finale airs, and I already have like 100 questions that I need to narrow it down to because I've got half an hour with them and I will be taking questions, suggestions. Obviously, I won't be able to ask them like a million, but if there's a consensus and my Patreons already know this because I tell them everything, but the mystery guest is none other than the showrunner of the L Word Generation Q, Marja Lewis Ryan. So I'm super, super, super excited. I honestly couldn't have picked anyone better because she's the freaking showrunner. So I'm so excited. And I'm getting to talk to her. Like the first person to talk to her after the finale streams. So I cannot wait. And I'm sure there's going to be like a million cliffhangers and season 3 and everything like that. So you better believe that I'm coming with all my questions. Yeah, I'm really excited. And and I mean like she was so freaking nice. Like literally was like, "Yes, I'm so happy to do that. Give me your information and like we'll get it scheduled." And the next day, like it was booked in, done. So super, super, super excited about it. Yeah. And then, like I said, the same day, I'm talking to Kate, Alicia, and the pants thing and the finale. So that weekend is just going to be like, and then also the other thing that I wanted to tell you is that I'm doing a project, collaboration, whatever you want to call it, with Showtime for the finale as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And it's like a special thing that we're working on together. I've got a meeting with Showtime tomorrow about it. So I'm really, 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 really thrilled and excited. And it's gonna be fun. And you better believe I'm gonna be like, so what about season 3? So yeah, really excited about everything that's happening. And Station 19 and Grays are back this week too. Honestly, like it's crazy. I cannot believe all this stuff that's happening. And you guys know, like I'm really good friends with Evelyn Dar, who's like another lesbian YouTuber. And like the other day, like literally the Marja thing happened. And like Tammy and my patrons know this as well because I tell them everything. But the Marja thing happened, like she sent me a DM saying like, yeah, let's do it. And then the next day, Showtime emails me. And so I text Evelyn saying, oh my God, like Marja Lewis Ryan's going to come on, blah, blah, blah. And then the next day I was like, and Showtime. And Evelyn was like, what is going on over there? She's like, I feel like one day you're going to text me and be like, Stefano Moafi and I are engaged. But we were like texting before and like joking about it and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just so excited by everything. My cheeks are actually hurting right now from smiling. Thanks so much, guys, for all your lovely messages. You're so sweet. So yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, this is just water for someone who at Chris. Just water. I don't drink at all, so it's just as well when you have to get up at 3:30 to watch the L Word. Or maybe you're admiring the Bentina. I have. I nearly wore my Bentina shirt today, but I like the purple one the best. I've got hair, Miss G's hair on me, but these you can the bottles, everything you can get in my merch store. If you click like the little description box that's just below here, you can there's a link in there that takes you to it. And people who ask me like what's the best that like I obviously there's t-shirts on there like that I wanted to do that were the most affordable, because I know that price is a factor for some people, like the number one factor. So there are like, very reasonably priced shirts, but the one that I have on is the premium one, and they are so freaking soft. I think they're like $3 more, but they're so comfortable and so soft. And there's like a premium hoodie and stuff too. But yeah, the company that I work with, like they take a bit of a bigger end, but it makes the stuff like way better than, because there's some other places that like it's not as good a quality. Oh, thanks, Aaron. And yes, the other plan is there is a plan 57. There's this Twitter thing going on at the moment where some of the girls are trying to get Ari and Septa on the channel. So if you have Twitter and you want to get involved in that, if you go on my Twitter, that's just at the Ash Silver, you'll see like I've retweeted it. So that's obviously that, like I would die if that happened, because you all know like Gigi is my girl and Danny and Gigi are my ship at the moment. So smash it if Bette could have a little less stress. But we need more scenes of Bette going that was one of my actually no, my favorite moment from the last episode was when that woman goes, Bette Porter is formidable at worst. Oh no, what was it? Bette Porter is formidable at best and destructive at worst. That was my favorite bit. Yes, season 3 isn't confirmed. Like they haven't said definitely yet, but I've been saying for a while now that I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that day is coming up, because the thing that I'm working on with Showtime is for, I just like saying that. I'm just gonna keep hearing me saying, oh yeah, Showtime and I are working together. Is for National Coming Out Day. So we're just gonna get embarrassing right now. So what they like, it's all about, like, obviously coming out and stuff, and so I'm gonna, like, talk a bit about that and things. So I had to text, like, my first girlfriend at the weekend to just be like, "Hey, do you mind if, like, I, tell this story in front of, like, thousands of people?" And, thankfully, she said she didn't mind as long as I didn't drag her through the mud, and I was like, "Okay." So, yeah, that was a fun weekend activity. Yeah, I too would like to be a writer on the show. I'm gonna be, like, pitching to Showtime. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try and get Laurel in London. That is one of my questions, ALSF. What I am gonna ask if when they originally cast Gigi, like, did they always expect her to be integrated more and to be a regular, or was it the fact that they cast Sept and she was such a hit and, like, so good in the role that they were like, "Oh, let's expand her role." I literally have, like, a notebook of of questions already. Yeah, so it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, I'm working on something for Genie, and then I've been it's because, like, the little things, like the little graphics, I have to make them, like, really high quality so they don't, like, when you print them, they don't blur. So I'm doing one like a Genie one, and then I was gonna do, like, one that's, like, Justice for Gigi or something like that. So, yeah, I'll have some Danny and Gigi ones, up soon. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot going on that, um it's not gonna be dull here anyway. There's gonna be lots going on, and give me a nickname or something, ALSF. It's a bit of a tongue twister. So yeah, I am, like I said, I am planning on doing Grays and Station 19 because it starts this week, and, like, yeah, I'll still get them out, but after the L Word finishes, I'll be getting them out, like, a lot faster. And then, oh, Catherine, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Um, and then I'm gonna do Dexter as well. I probably won't do like Dexter, I won't be doing it like the L Word, like, half an hour long videos. It'll be, like, more like a quick thing, and it's only because I like the show so much. Yeah, Sonia, I'll just be like, "Yeah, just turn my live on in the writer's room and, yeah, let my, subscribers just crank out some storylines for you." Yeah, I love Dexter too, Kennedy. I'm so excited for it to come back. It's really good. It's my favorite Showtime show apart from the L Word. Obviously, L Word is number one. Will we do another poll? Which one will we do? There's, like, these, like, boy racer people that, like, are always, like, revving their cars up and down, like, there's, like, a road here, and then my little street is like really small. Like it's like only a one way, tiny little street. And there's like a mechanics on it too, so that sometimes they're like revving cars. Yeah, it's because where I live is like super, super, super quiet and like laid back, and you know, we don't have like any crime or anything like that. We It's like a tax haven too. So we don't have crime, we don't really have poverty, we don't have unemployment, nothing like that. Like everyone here is like extremely, extremely privileged. Probably not an outcome for the finale, just because I literally do not have time. Um, because the day of the finale, that weekend, like at the moment, like the weekend is just like I get up at like 3:30 on Friday, and all I do all day is like make my review and like trailer breakdown and stuff. And then on Saturday, I get up at like 4 and we record Drinks at Dana's at like 5:30 a.m. So and it takes us like a long time to record Drinks at Dana's, like 3 hours. And then however long the podcast is, so say it's 3 hours, it takes me like double that to edit it. And then I normally do a Sunday video as well. So I just and like with the time difference and stuff, it's just and then that's this obviously going to be the same this week. And then next week I'm talking to Marja, I'm talking to Kay, I'm talking to Alicia, I'm going to the pants thing. And then I have to do this project with Showtime. I've got a meeting with them. Like it's I also have like a real job. Actually several real jobs. This is just like, fun. And like obviously I've been telling like my friends about everything that's going on. And they're just like oh, a couple of Dexter people in here. Yes. Yeah, I hope you guys will stick around for that. Love Dexter. Yeah, my sister, like, and my brother-in-law, like, love Dexter too. And like, whenever I started getting like the screeners for the L word, they were like, "Yeah, we don't care about the L word. What about Dexter screeners?" Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing Grays in Station 19. Then predictions for the next two. Yeah. I mean, there's but most of the predictions I put in the video I put up on Sunday, which were like I don't know where I put my notebook now, but the I'm trying to think of what I said in that video. It all like blurs into one big video. Yeah, the Danny and Gigi thing, I think that there's gonna be something coming up with like Gigi's family, because we know that Gigi's brother, one of her brothers, appears in episode 10. And the fact that they've been like laying this foundation of Gigi saying about her dad and how like their relationship changed and blah, blah, blah. So I think that there's going to go something on there. I do think that there'll be some sort of cliffhangery teaser with Bette and Tina, but I also did see, and maybe this was just like it meant nothing, but I saw someone shared a comment that they left for Vanessa Williams that said, like, "Hope to see Pippa back in season 3," or it was something like that, and Vanessa Williams liked it. So, I think I did say this last week, like, I wonder what they're gonna do, like, with some of the people, like, is Vanessa Williams gonna come back? Like, are they gonna bump Jamie Clayton up to series regular? Like, I would think so. But then the cast is so big already, so, like, is Nat gone for good now? Like, there's a lot of people that I'm like, "Okay, like, what is the situation at the end of this season?" Because, the last thing we want to do is emulate the original where it was like, poof, they're gone. We never saw them again. Oh, yeah, yes, Sept is really good dancer. She's well, originally she was an opera singer, so she's a really good singer too. She's clearly a very very talented lady. Yeah, that's why I've really liked the Danny and Gigi storyline. I mean, like, duh, I have eyes. Like, they're but and at like literally, like my friends when I've been showing them like every so often, like I'll show them something for the L word, or like they'll be like, oh, like what's going on in the L word world. And whenever they saw like Danny and Gigi, they were like, oh, like I'm assuming these are the ones you like because they are just like my type to a T. Like every girl I've dated has looked like that. Not like, they're obviously like next level, but like every girl I've dated is like brunette. Like everybody makes jokes about it. But um I think that there's a lot more to it. Like obviously the thing I really like about Gigi too is like in the way that so if you're looking at like Bet and Tina and the way like Bet is obviously really like established in her career and like really the person who their work and their career is very like important to them and very passionate and things like that. Gigi is like that too. Like she has a career that's very important to her, but when it comes down to like before when Tina was going back to work and things like that, like Bet wasn't that interested or like sold on it. And like whereas Gigi, like whenever Bet found Pippa and like Bet and Gigi were together or whatever they were, and when the things going on with Danny's like company, like Gigi just seems like genuinely supportive and like happy for them. Whereas I feel as though a lot of the time people look at it like competitively. Like it's even like this. Like I was saying on my Instagram today, please don't just like take things and like snip um watermarks and things off. Like when you share things, like give the person credit. And those people that I constantly say like, oh, if you want help with this or you want to know how to do something or where to find something, like just ask me, because there's room for everybody who wants to make content. And there was some people who were asking me like, oh, there's a lot of people talking about the L word now, and it's like, good, that's like one, then there's more voices and more opinions. It's good for the show. It's good for people who want to watch, because then there's more choice and opinion and thoughts, and that only like facilitates more dialogue and people being able to talk about more things, and the chance that like there's not just a bunch of 5 boring white women or something like that. Like, there's something for everyone. And then there's also just, you should be supporting each other. And like, you know, YouTube isn't the greatest with LGBTQ creators, so we should be helping each other out and lifting each other up. And that's why I love like being friends with Evelyn, and I started to become friends with Alex Shillington too. The we're like, Alex like helped me a bunch, and like Evelyn's helped me a bunch. And like Evelyn said to me today, like, oh, she's so happy that like we became friends because like I've helped her too. And that's what we should constantly be doing. And it even gets down to the thing in the show about like, this show isn't just about lesbians anymore. Like, there's bisexual people and this and that, and it's not just super skinny rich white women and lesbians in Los Angeles. Like, there's room for everyone. So if anybody ever wants to do anything and they don't know how to start or whatever, you can always send me a message. There's plenty of people even people that start Instagram accounts, and they ask me, oh, where do you get those pictures from of the sneak peeks? And it's like, you can share the link with them, and then that helps them. That was a bit of a tangent. I'm just trying to catch up on what you guys said. Yeah, I hope Jamie becomes a series regular too. Yeah, the Mr. Ms. Lisa, I see you say about the poker stuff. I feel like that's gotta come back in some way. Like, surely they can't, because like it was such a focus in the beginning of the season. So I feel like it's gonna come back in some way. Like, we haven't really, I mean, like, obviously they had the charity night in episode 7, but it has to come back in some way, especially because like I feel like that will be the shakeup for Shane and Tess, because they're relatively drama free. So that, like we all know, no one can stay too happy for too long on the L word. Oh my gosh, this is so the chat is like just trying to read at the same time. Yeah, Sloan Rhodes, I saw you say about aggressively defend your thoughts just because of the careers I've chosen. Yeah, like I always worked in very male dominated industries. Like now I have my own business and I work in like renewable energy, and I have like a social media company, and I have a clinic and things like that. Like I've got a couple of things, but up until literally like this time last year, um, was when I left my previous job. And pretty much like most of my adult life, I worked in the gaming industry. I worked for like Poker Stars and like big companies like that, designing slot games. And yeah, it was very, very male dominated, and just, yeah, not. Not great. Oh, yeah, okay, then you know what I mean. Yeah, global tech, yeah. Yeah, it's annoying, and then, like, whenever you are the the one or, like, one of 2 women, it's like, I don't know, you're always, like, sidled. Yeah, like, with the Tess and Shane thing, I've said this before, but when in the episode where Sherry Jaffe was in it, and, um I guess I'll take this down. And Sherry Jaffe came at the end to Dana's, and, like, Shane opened the door. I kept thinking that, like, there was gonna be some sort of reveal that would be like Shane and Sherry were doing something, like, not do like, doing something, like, money or, like, backhanded wise that, like, Tess wasn't in on, like, as if Sherry had set the whole thing with Tess up, like, but I just, maybe that was just the way, like, the music and the lighting or something like that, because there's been a couple of times this season where I've been like, "Are they going there?" And then they don't. So I feel like maybe, I think Jess, like, my co-host on Drinks at Dana's, she was saying something. I can't remember whether I put it in the episode or not, but when she was talking about something this week, she was saying about how sometimes she thinks that it's going to go full soap opera. Maybe it was the week before, and it was about the Carrie thing, because I know a lot of people were thinking that Carrie was, like, gonna unalive herself. You can't say certain things on YouTube, so um and it's like, they feel like they're setting things up, but then they never quite go there, and the L Word, like, is a bit of a soap opera-y show, like, it's like I just said, like, no one can stay too happy for too long on the L Word, because it's all about, like, drama and exaggeration and things like that, like, it's not supposed to be real, like, it's all dramatized and things like that, so that it is super entertaining, and that's why, like, I always say, when I'm saying I like this character or I like the storyline, I'm not saying I take the moral compass that this character has. Like, I absolutely love Bette to death, but she is an absolute fucking nightmare, so I wouldn't take her in the real world, but she's damn entertaining, so I think that they have really straddled that line of, like, not going to, like, in the poker industry, you say, full tilt, so they don't quite go full tilt, but they get close. Keep a bit Wonder Woman on TV. Oh, I do love Gal Gadot though too. Oh yeah, RC, I did see that, Ari and Seppi hugging on, is it Seppi's story? Um, It the reason that I thought it was, like, from filming is because it looked like, Seppi had, like, yellow pages in her hand, and so actually, maybe they wouldn't have gone through, because sometimes when you're on, like, a scripted show, when they change, like, they'll change some dialogue and stuff, they will literally print them on different color pages, and they'll be like, one day they'll be like, "Okay, everybody, we're on, like, the pink script or something," so that you don't have, say, the script goes through, like, 3 changes, so you don't accidentally have someone like, working on the wrong lines. And it's kind of funny because the guest that we had on Drinks at Dana's this week, that happened to him where they didn't send him the entire monologue, and then when he got to set, he had to learn, like, an entire monologue, so, like, Jennifer, Kate, and Leisha had to go and, like, film other stuff while he was, like, learning this monologue. So, that's what I thought the yellow sheets in her hand were, but it could be recent. But I think, they're both in New York, so oh, hey, Lynn, just saw you come in. Oh, thanks, Amy. Oh, this the cat this is chat skipped a bit there. Oh, thanks, Beth. Hope you enjoy going back and listening to the other drinks at Dana's. I honestly, like, I love doing drinks at Dana's. It's so fun. And even though I record it at 6 in the morning, it is really fun, like, being able, like, because it's a different type of thing than, like, I'm literally sitting in a room by myself, like, and having the just the camera. And it in the beginning, like, it's I mean, like, now I treat it like nothing, like, I treat it like I'm literally talking to you guys because I am, but when it's because, like, Chris and Jess and I get along really well too, and, like, we're actual friends as well, so it is really fun, like, doing it with them. Everyone's talking about, like, 50 different things in the chat. So, yeah. Yeah, the other thing about season 3, so, like, I'm sure, like, not everyone has watched the video I put out, but if you want, like, more information, like, obviously I go into, like, more, um, in-depth chat about, like, what's gonna happen for or what I think is gonna happen with season 3, but I have noticed lately that Showtime shows, they're always getting renewed, like, right around the last episode. So I wouldn't be surprised if they wait until after the finale airs to um, announce the renewal. And as I said, that doesn't mean that it's not already renewed, because when when they announce that a show's renewed, like, that's just the announcement. They have to, like, do so many other things with contracts, and, like, think about all the behind the scenes people, like, they most of them don't have contracts the way, like, Jennifer and Kate and Leisha and Ari and everybody has. Like, they normally, like, I mean, actual, like, people that are, like, holding the cameras and, grips and, like, those jobs that are absolutely pertinent to the show being made. So they have to make sure that they've got these crew members for this period of time that the show's going to film for, because a lot of them, like, a lot of the ones that worked on season 2, they normally work in, like, a team with Sandra, who's, like, the director of photography. So when they finished The L Word, they all moved on to this, I think it was a Netflix, like, little mini series thing, and I think that's wrapping, like, pretty soon, and then they'll probably have, like, another project, and then for season 3, they would move on to something, a couple of months into the year. So that would also, go in hand with whether when they make the announcement, because they need to make sure like all these things are taken care of. And then there's also, oh well, when can all the writers go back, and how long do they have to write these episodes? And then there's stuff like, oh, they film a lot of the L word on, stages and things, and how, is there another show using where they did it, and stuff like that, or does anybody have movies coming up that they've already committed to, which I think most people, like most of the cast on the L word is their like primary job. So it's pretty, and like especially like the main cast, like they're tied into these contracts that they're the main cast for. So anything that they're doing like outside of it would have to be okayed by the L word, or like they would have to work around the L word. Oh, thanks, Kennedy. Just saw that comment about drinks at Dana's. Yeah, my neighbor's TV really loud. I'm sure my neighbors sometimes, because like we share this wall, I'm sure sometimes they must be like, what the fuck is she doing in there? Because I'm like in here, like, because they know I live alone. So I'm in here like, da, 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 and like I literally am in here at 5 in the morning sometimes. Oh, Kenya, I just saw your comment about that. I'll send her a text too, because she like, obviously I was just like the middle person, but um she like they literally said to me that you like definitely would. So I'll send her a text. Yeah, I think Grey's Anatomy and Station 19, it's the premiere is a crossover. Oh yeah, I love the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I did a review on it on the channel if you want to go and see my thoughts. Yeah, my neighbors are probably like, what is she doing in there? Because as well, like a lot of the time they probably hear me like going to Miss G, who's so beautiful? Who's so beautiful? Talking to the cat. I haven't watched Ray Donovan. My best friend Claire, who's been on the channel, she and she's who's gonna do the showing my straight best friend the L word. We're gonna do that video when the show when the show ends. And she watches, well, she watched Ray Donovan. She said it was good. So um I need it. I need some new shows, guys. I need some new shows. I watched. Has anyone seen that show, The Other Two? It's like a comedy. It's so funny. It's like Lauren Michaels and like lots of the Saturday Night Live people, and it's about this like a Justin Bieber character, but he has like two, like when he was like a teenager, and he has like two adult siblings, the other two, and then one's like a actor who's not getting any parts, and then the sister is like was like a dancer when she was a teenager, but now she's just like, trying to make it in, and they live in New York. It's, oh my God, it's so funny. But it kind of reminds me a bit of like the Justin Bieber character is like really sweet though. And he like reminds me of my brother because he like looks a lot like him. And then obviously because like my brother and I have like 15 years between us. So like having that like really younger sibling relationship. Oh yeah, this was the other thing I was going to say. So this we've got two more episodes for Drinks at Dana's, and then we may be having some special episodes with some special guests. So we're probably going to do like 4 or 5, more drinks. I might do 2 for the finale, or maybe I'll do like a bet Alice and Shane drink each for the finale or something like that. But if anyone has any good names or thoughts, feel free to send them, because the like Showtime always share them too. I need to go and film the drinks video on Thursday, but I really want to do one that is called Bette's condescending shoulder pat. And just make it like straight tequila or something like that. So yeah. Pappy is the one person who I would there's two people that probably, well, not probably, there's two people that definitely will not come back to the L word. And one is Poppy, because it's hard for me to to say that with my like screwed up accent. But Eva, is it Eva Torres? She is on um the morning show with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston now. Like she has made it, girl. She's doing good. And I just can't imagine she come back to the L word after that. And the other person is Karina Lombard. Ain't no chance she's coming back. See my behind the scenes videos from Christmas if you want to know about that gossip. Because yeah, there's no way that she's coming back. Yellow Jackets, I haven't heard about that. Oh yes, Kaya, you're right. I don't know why. Even is that Poppy's real name? Yeah, I think so, right? Yes, Kaya's right. Eva Torres is Poppy's real name because that's who when Carmen is like talking about, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, she was at Meghan and Harry's wedding. Do you know my cousin actually went to school with Harry. They went to Eton together in the same year. Oh my God, please, Nicole. Does anybody get the Elwood book? We had a trauma last week on the live. We were trying to buy it and I didn't get it. No one in the chat got it. It was a disaster. So did anyone get it last week? I swear, I think she had like 4 copies. The website wasn't even working. I literally I want to put out a tweet that is like, I will take over this project for you, Jennifer Beals. I will get the book published. I will make you a new website. I will make the shop. I will get the books fulfilled. I will sort this for you. Just give me the power. No, I haven't watched Vigil yet, but I need to because everybody on my Twitter is like, I guess a lot of people who like are my L Word mutuals watch it because I keep seeing loads of things about it. Is it? I think it's is it a BBC show? It's Saran Jones, right? I'm gonna watch it. I want something that is like, I don't know, like 6 seasons of like binge that I could just sit and just watch loads of. I have literally been trying to buy this goddamn book since like 2000. You have no idea. Every time I go and like I used to travel so much for my job, and literally at any time I went, I would like go into a bookstore and like look around and stuff because I was traveling when the book originally came out, and I was like, I don't need to get it online right now. I'll get it when I get back. Like it'll be fine. It's been 10 fucking years and I still don't have it. Oh, you got one, Nicole. You got one of the 4. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that website. It's, there's that website is just like I don't even think it's a Wix. I think it's like, I don't know, like Homestead or something, that it's just, it's not meant to have traffic like that. Okay, I probably shouldn't say this on live. I'd probably be like arrested for like television license violations. But Vigil is on the BBC. So you just need to get a link, not a link. You just need to get a VPN and put it on the UK. And once you have the VPN on, just go to the BBC website and that's it. All you need to do is like tick the box that says you have a TV license. That's it. It might ask you to put a postcode in, and if it does, there's a website you can go to that's called it just type into Google random UK postcode generator and it'll give you one. And then that's it. But just use a VPN. Honestly, like I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to pay for a VPN, but I pay $40 a year for my VPN, and it is honestly the best $40 I spend a year because by Rosanna, you get access to everything. Like, because I use it, obviously, like I'm in the UK at the moment, and I use it to get all my US shows. But when I'm in the US, I use it to get all the UK shows. Like, and yeah, there's free ones, but they're shit. Like, just I use private VPN, and honestly, it's $40 a year. Like I think you can pay like $4.99 a month or something, but you get so much discount if you pay the year, up front. And $40, like trust me, it's worth it. It's so good. The chart? No, I think now, like whenever Alice is in her studio, she has that like guest chart, and it's just like guests that have been on her show. So I think that they are moving away from that sort of thing now. Um Somebody did say to me the other day, they were like, "Oh, you should do you should do like a new chart." Oh my god, if you think it's funny one, honestly, I like have to hold back on the channel because in real life I'm like because like my family are so bad with swearing. And now that like I've always worked kind of in industries like gaming industry, like stuff like that, where it wasn't like I had to go into like an office where you couldn't. So, and now that like I work for myself and like so I just don't have, and I'm not really around a lot of, I mean, I guess I like babysit my cousin's kids and stuff, but I'm not really around like tons of children all the time. So like sometimes when I'm with my cousin's kids, I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, don't say that in front of my kids. Oh yeah. What do we want the poll to be? We'll have a final 2 polls, I think. What can our poll be? Oh, well, every week I always do the episode one. Oh my gosh, I just clicked over to do the poll and the chat's like okay, that one. Oh, whenever I go in and see the poll, I see 2 of my haters have been here. I'm sure they'll be so happy to see whenever I pop up on the Showtime website. Yeah, this has to be the biggest live I've had, I think. Last week, because the way that it counts it, like obviously the number at the top is like that second how many people are in it. But because I stream for like quite a long time, there's tons of people that cycle through. So last week there was 3,000 people that came through the live, like and I normally go live for like 2 hours. So I'm really interested to I can't see that number until I close it. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how many people. It must be a lot. Yeah, the haters. Oh, yeah, because there's one that really she calls me a blogger or something like that. It's funny to me. It's especially funny the people that are subscribed to me to I do not understand, Beth. When I don't like someone, I'm just like, okay, I don't like them, like bye. But there's literally people who like there's someone who's I know because I can see it is and people don't realize how much you give away when you're online that are subscribed to me to come in and do the thumbs down, and it's like YouTube counts that as a positive interaction, so joke's on you. Yeah, haters gonna hate. I think that I mean there's a few of them, yeah. I always feel like really bad for people like that because there was someone that I ended up blocking. Like I hardly block anyone because I'm like everyone's entitled to their opinion and stuff like that. And there was someone that everybody else like because Chris and Jess and I like to talk about most things, and the same person was putting stuff on their page as mine, and they were like, oh, I'm going to block them, and I was like, okay, well, I'll give everyone a warning because I don't care what someone says about me, but they were going and like attacking like my like super loyal like subscribers who like comment on all my Instagram stuff. And so I put up a thing on my Instagram saying, "Hey, like, if you're gonna attack people, then no, you're not gonna do this. Like, it's not appropriate." And then 2 weeks later, they came back and did the exact same thing, were being really horrible to people in the comments. So I blocked them. So then they went and made, like, more accounts, and then were, like, going in, and because 'cause I'd blocked them, then they started saying things about me, and I was just like, "Can you imagine if you'd been blocked by, like, every L word creator, and you're still going in and like, you must have a really awful life that you're just going in and, like, attacking, like, not even me attacking, like, commenters." So, I should have just blocked them in the first place. So now I'm just like, "Ugh." Like, if these are the people that don't like me, then I take that as a compliment because they got some issues going on there. Yeah, I don't I and that's the other thing. I was talking to one of my subscribers in DMs today about, like, I feel like there's some people who they talk about the show like, again, I think everybody is entitled to their opinion, and also I think that, you know, I'm not just gonna sit here and say the show is perfect, so there's, like, nothing I would change. I say all the time, "Oh, I like this," or "I prefer this," or "I don't like that," like, that's fine, like, you don't have to say everything is good, and you don't have to shut up about the things you don't like, but I really don't like when people just, like, one, say about the show, but don't attack the actors or the writers or anything like that. Like, this is these people's job. And there's people who go and are literally like, cancel the show, can't, like, this is their livelihood. Like, that is not appropriate. And I also don't like the people who they think it's like cool to just talk so badly about the show, like, I mean, really rip it apart. It's like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, why are you, like, putting yourself through this? It's just the weirdest thing, and I have noticed that there are some people who I'm like, "Nobody's asking you to do this. Like, go and do something else." Oh, yeah, the people on that, L chat thing, like, absolutely hate me. And they must have been in here because I've just talked about it, like, tonight. Because and I constantly in my, analytics, I get thousands of views from there, thousands. Oh, yeah, Lynn, I just announced it before, just tonight. Um, and the day of the finale, um, I'm gonna be, like, the first person to talk to her and stuff, and so gonna be getting all our questions answered about the inevitable cliffhangers. Yes, Beth, I just saw what you said there about your mum. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, oh my god, the Facebook groups too. Like, honestly, I just always think, like, the people that, like, just are like that, like, go and say nothing but horrible things about people, like, it's just like, you must seriously have, like some real like hate in your heart if you're, you know, really attacking like real people over at the end of the day, like I talk about this show like easily 40 or 50 hours a week. Like I spend so much time talking about it and like, you know, doing all the things I do for my channel. And it's like y- I can still recognize it's a TV show. No, I'm not sure how long the Pants Live episode will be. I would assume like an hour and a half, maybe 2, because they I think that's around how long the live one was, because 'cause I'm sure they're gonna do like some questions and answers. And I think this is because when they were saying about, oh, they're gonna have a break after the first season of like recapping the L Word, I think that depending on how much they film in advance, it should be that they've just finished season 1. So I would assume about 2 hours. Yeah, Lynn, I said I would take, questions that people want. Like, obviously, I can't ask her, like, 300, but I've got, like, half an hour, so, um, can ask, like, you know, ones that people send in. Between seasons, well, when they go back to filming, I'll still be, like, covering all the filming stuff like I did with season 2, but I'm this week, I'm gonna well, the weekend, I'm gonna start doing, Grey's Anatomy and Station 19, and then I'll also cover Dexter, and there's some other things coming up, like, there's that Tampa Bay show and, like, any other any other, like, you know, gay, queer women thing, I'll probably cover. Thanks, King. Yeah, my accent is a weird one. It started out Irish, then it was British, then it got into this like American British Irish thing. Um, the finale comes out on the 8th of October, so the Friday, and that day is when I'm talking to Marja and Kate and Leisha for the pants thing, and then the Monday is when it airs, that's the 11th, and that's when I'm doing that, like, project with, Showtime. Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, I love Grey's. I've watched Grey's Anatomy since literally the day that it aired, the pilot, like, back in 2005 when I was in high school. Grey's Anatomy is, like, the most consistent thing in my life, for sure. Well, I will probably, wrap up, guys. Let's see what our poll ending. Oh, I'm, like, um, a bit blurry here, am I? Hey, G. Oh my god, well, the thing is with the interviews is that I'm going to the pants thing that's on at, like, 2 AM here, so I'm gonna be having some weird, like, time sleeping time, like, that week of the finale, but I'll figure out somehow. It will be like you can't do like live reactions to that sort of thing because they'll claim it on YouTube and then they'll give you a strike. So it has to be and I don't really do like the like in the box thing. Like I normally do like review and like recap. So it'll be like the next day. But for the next 2 weeks, it'll be at the weekend because the L word's on the same day. So obviously I'll give priority to the L word. Oh yeah, I saw they're gonna do merch. I'm definitely gonna get something from them. I'll probably do something as a giveaway on the channel. Okie dokie. Well, I can't do the Zoom thing either because it's like a copyright thing and the that literally like I've been looking into how you would ever and it's like impossible for unless like you guys were all in like a bar or like a location or something like having so many on and everybody having the show on, it's like because I can't feed the show through Zoom or through this or anything because they'll just claim it straight away because I've tried it on my YouTube even if I don't broadcast it and everybody just went into the link. I don't know why it's gone so blurry, but obviously. Um, so thank you as always. Oh, it's gone clear now here for me. Thank you as always, guys, for coming. And I always love our lives. And I hope that you guys are excited about all the things that are happening on the channel. As I said, Grey's Anatomy and all that stuff will be coming up soon too. So make sure that you're thinking of some questions for our guests. And yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking, what's coming up on episodes 9 and 10. I cannot believe we only have 2 episodes left. So I'll be back here next week for my live again. And then, of course, you guys know on Friday with all the videos, drinks at Dana's, everything like that over the weekend. Thank you so much, as always, for everyone who came. You guys are just the best. So I will see you all very soon and take care of yourselves. And Miss G and I love you very much. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.